All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol Nndm Nano Dimensions. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back. And let's jump into this chart. So Nano Dimensions has been in a bearish run. It kind of leveled off, went up just a tad bit, back up to the $4 range, and it started to dip. It broke through the 50-day moving average, and it's broken through support to the point that it hit new lows here of about $3 to the T. It rose back up, and then it started to slightly fall on its way back down closer to $3, and it bounced back up right here at 315. So there's some important things here. There is one bullish candlestick that tried holding this up before it continued to fall again, but it did. The bears did dominate it, but the bulls have slightly reappeared with some momentum. So the bulls can possibly now use this momentum to bring themselves back up, but they're far away from the 50-day moving average. That's one of the most important things to keep in mind. We are in bearish territory right now. So let's go ahead and move our support to its new location, which would be that $3 mark, the lowest point reached in the day. And we're going to talk about this based off of the highest point reached in this slight momentum that was built. And then we're going to talk about this a little broader because I want us to pay attention to this resistance level, which is the highest point before it fell. So this resistance level here, 350, is an important number. The bulls are going to want to break through that. They need to, actually. That is one of their goals. But first, they need to build this momentum and break through it. So this momentum has been built, but you can already see it curving. Either it's going to sit sideways, or we can actually see this momentum throughout the rest of tonight or the next coming hours at the beginning of the day to kind of sit and start to continue to rise and build more of a rally here for the bulls. Now they need to break through this resistance, turn it into support so it can continue up. And then 350 would be ideally the true resistance level that they want to break through, turn it into support so then they can reach the 50-day moving average. So let's go ahead and look at this narrowed down and pay attention to what this is showing us right now. So the 50-day moving average is 377, super important number. As long as we're below it, the bears are in control. The moment we're above it, the bulls are in control. So quickly, the bears gain control here after the bulls slightly crossing the 50-day moving average. And here we are now in a bearish trajectory, but the bulls have created some momentum. And I believe that if the bulls are able to break through this and work their way towards 350, they can actually have some momentum to build a rally to get back into bullish territory, but they're going to have to work hard. So the first resistance level here is literally 1 cent away from where they're at. It's 316. Break through it, turn it into a support, and start to reach newer highs. And then their next goal would be 350 before reaching the 377 mark, which is the true goal to get back over that 50-day moving average to get into bullish territory. So this is the first step. So to all investors that are watching and first-time viewers, or even if you're a frequent viewer or subscriber, I do want to emphasize that breaking through 316 does not mean that the bulls have gained control, and even breaking through 350. The bulls need to break through 377 to get back into bullish territory. These are milestones, I would say, or steps to get to the true goal of getting back into bullish territory. So 316 is the beginning catalyst to be turned into a support so that the bulls can break away from it, reach 350, turn that into a support, break away from it, and get back into bullish territory. So super important for the bulls to do that, but I want every investor to understand, and I want to emphasize, this is just a sense of direction for investors. This does not signify that the bulls have gained control. Now, currently, this slight momentum is showing a possibility that if they break through this 316, which is literally a 1 cent difference, they need to prove themselves and break away from it and work their way towards 350. Once they break through 350 and turn that into a support, it can actually show that this was actually more than just this slight little curve right here that we see looking like it's about to just sit there, and instead become momentum in an upward direction and continue that rally. So we're gonna have to see. Now, breaking through 350 again doesn't signify that the bulls have gained control, but they're getting closer to their goal, which is breaking through the 50-day moving average to get back into bullish territory, to kind of get back in their zone and break away from the 50-day moving average and bring this up to newer highs and newer levels of resistance. So we have to pay close attention to that. On the other hand, which I want to emphasize to all investors, this is the lowest point reached in this bearish run, and it is $3. And I talked about $3 and some change way back here previously in one of the videos, because that was one of the points where it leveled off before it continued to run. And that number is super important. If it breaks through $3, this is going to hit newer lows and newer support levels, and it's going to be super important for the bulls to try to ramp up, reappear, and bring this back up. If the bears break through $3 and start to bring this down to newer levels and newer levels of support and pull it away from the 50-day moving average, this is going to see newer lows and pull away from it, hitting more bearish territory and giving more control to the bears. But as I'm speaking, so I want to emphasize to everyone, $3, pay very close attention to the behavior. It already broke through resistance, and it's created a new resistance. Our new resistance level is up here at 319. So it's super important to pay close attention to how this is acting the next couple of hours. And as you can see, this little slight slope isn't no longer in this direction, because it looked like it was kind of just sitting there with a curve. It's actually now going upwards. And now the question is, will it continue to bring itself up, to continue that staircase effect, to bring it up to newer highs and newer levels of resistance? So currently it's moving up. We can see it, and the bulls need to maintain that momentum. 319 is our new resistance level based off of what just happened, and we're going to have to pay close attention to that. If that resistance level, as we already stated, this first one got broken through, this would start to see newer highs. They need to go ahead and turn it into a support. That's what they're trying to do right now, because they're slightly above it. And the question is, if they can pull away from it, their next goal would be 350. So pay close attention to how that's acting on the bullish end. And my emphasis to all investors, if this breaks through $3, pay very close attention to the behavior and what is going on and who is dominating the charts. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. In that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on specific dates. Why is it rising? Well, the Federal Reserve pump dates are those specific dates, rising up the S&P 500 several points. What does that mean for us as investors? Well, if the S&P 500 index is rising up several points, there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it anywhere from $3 downwards to 30 cents. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but anywhere from $3 downwards to 30 cents does add up per share. When you go ahead and buy it per share, it does add up. And like I always say, profits are profits. Now, I don't go into details talking about I'm going to guarantee you profits in the video. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything. I'm just there to go ahead and analyze the charts and the dates. The next pump is actually tomorrow. I highly encourage you to watch it so that you can fill in that information if you haven't had a chance. And from that point forward, you can take the chance of analyzing it and seeing for yourselves. And then from that point forward, I will be doing a weekly series, as I have, to update those videos, and you'll be staying posted for the next one. Once you watch the next one, you may be ready, or you can continue on the sidelines just to see what's going on until you feel comfortable. Again, it's not there to tell you to make profits, or I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in specific. I'm just there to inform every single investor and viewer on the great news that there's an opportunity to go ahead and maximize profits and minimize losses, whether the market's going up or going down. The charts show it themselves and they speak for themselves. Check it out. A very informative video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.